Hello, and welcome to Andy Brown Acoustic Underground. Guess what? I'm a part of it, for better or for worse. Anyway, so on this YouTube channel, Andy, yours truly, will be interviewing local musicians, and that's Samson. And he's pissed off that he's not in the shot, but there's some vocal from him. But it is local musicians, real people, real stories, which are usually pretty good. And the first person that is going to be here is Bill Taft. Absolutely. Bill Taft showed up like he always does, like a magical, like little impish fellow that I love. He was very close to a person I loved a lot named Benjamin Smoke, or Opal Foxx, depending on the day or the time of day. But I don't know anybody that honors his memory better than Bill Taft. And everybody says a lot of nice things about him. So right, Bill Taft.
Well, no, I know a lot of people who honor the memory.
Yeah, but
Benjamin.
I said you did it best. You wore it best.
But yeah, without Andy, without Deacon, without Brian, without the Roberts, without the Allens, without the Frattizis, without the Tims and the Colemans, and without the Claires.
Kaisers.
And the Kaisers, right?
Exactly.
There's so many, Benjamin brought so many people together.
We all had wet dreams of your Kaiser.
So that's great. I appreciate Andy and you creating space to celebrate that force of gravity. Benjamin is kind of a sun, and around his spirit, many, many stones spin around in orbit. That's fun. I think that's fun.
It is fun. That's
over with the loss,
irrefutable
sadness of grief.
You can't be sad around the memory of him because he was just an like a force that was so good, and it was like the best juxtaposition of like tattered, stained tutus, but like a 5 o'clock shadow and a gravelly voice, but like the most beautiful, feminine, graceful person you ever met, but the strongest fucking toughest dude I ever knew. You know what I mean? Like, just scrappy.
One of the hardest working men in show business I ever was able to work with.
Yeah, he was just all around lovely. I don't know anybody that ever met him that didn't just fall in love,
Well, right, and if they didn't, well, that's usually a
canary
in a coal mine. If somebody, that's all right. People are going to say what they're going to say. I'm not going to stop that. But usually, right there, if someone's saying something
derogatory or not
scary,
cool about being,
it probably means there's something else going on.
We're concerned about them.
And they're on their path. They're on their journey towards enlightenment.
Yeah, well,
and they might just have further to go. If that's a little, there's an opportunity
They'll
there.
They'll get there.
Benjamin's trying to. He's always leading with an open heart.
I know. And Brian Halloran is such a lovely fucking person. He has always said a lot of really nice things about Ben, but sometimes about me in reference to Ben. And I have to say that kind of made my life, because he said he saw something in me that really, to quote him, he said, "I clearly see the spirit of Benjamin in you." And I cried and cried. And I hugged my dog named Opal Foxx.
Right. Well, no, I think you will always have macaroni glued on your shoes.
I will always do that. Why wouldn't I?
That's right. Even if it's technically not there, it's there.
We'll always be clutching a million trinkets and lighters in my little fist. Absolutely. Okay, that's all we can do for now. You are lovely.
Right. Yeah,
it's so nice
you are
that
a
he's
good
here.
Spirit. Take care of the little ones. And
I only got the one. But I do have a zoo at home that I got to get back to.
That little one's worth 3 or 4 or 5. Huge brain
Thank
power.
you for saying that. Thank you for saying that, because
great shrieker too.
Oh yeah, he got some lungs. He's a screamer. Mm-hmm. He gets that from his mother.
Yeah.
Take that how you will. End scene. Theme. Okay.
Broadway, the Saints. The same Broadway. Broadway, the same Broadway. Hello, I'm Andy Brown, and this is Bill Taft, and he's going to be my guest on my very first show. That song I wrote, and I wrote it for a good friend of ours, and his name was Benjamin, and he was the most iconic being that I have ever met and hung out with in Atlanta. Now, Bill, I don't even know where to start with Bill, because from my perspective, if you don't know who Bill is on the underground music scene in Atlanta, I'm sorry, but I really don't even want to talk to you. I've seen Bill from the Chowder Shouters, the Jody Grind, Smoke, and his new band, Waiting for UFOs. I was going to talk about each one of them, but if I use the word magnificent and absolutely influential over anyone that knows anything about music that came from Atlanta. I'm very proud to have him today as my first guest on what's called Andy Brown's Acoustic Underground. Now, I've explained the bands that I know he was in, and I know he's got a few more. I was living out of town for a little while. I do have one major question that I've been wanting to ask him for, well, a long, long time since I've known him. And Bill, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Andy. It is great to be here on this show, the big show, the Andy Brown Acoustic Underground show.
Well, that one question that's been bugging me, I know we're going to go through a couple more questions, but really, if I had to encompass everything I know about you, I would have to ask you, and it's really great that you're here to answer this question. What is the biggest fish you've ever caught?
The biggest fish I ever caught is probably the one I never caught, to be honest, when I think about it. Go by faith, let 'em roll. Go by faith, let 'em roll. Now I need a new upgrade, like I need another hand grenade. Put me at the top of your enemies list. Pull the pin, make a wish. Go by faith, let 'em roll. Go by faith, let 'em roll.
What's it called?
Go by faith,
What's it about?
let 'em roll. It's about grass. It's about wheels. It's about seeing the wheel. It's about upgrades. It's about technology and sneaking behind enemy lines and trying to really embrace wounds and be open to them.
Let's talk about this movement called punk rock for a little bit. Now, I had the honor in my first band to open up for the Clash at the Fox. I had a few beers, I don't drink anymore, with the couple of the Sex Pistols at 688. My punk rock resume is quite intact. Now, I see people playing the same chords, the same volume, the same screaming as the Pistols or the Clash or Damned or, well, anybody else. And I'm trying to do music now that's a little more, I don't want to use the word mature, maybe a little more sophisticated. You're able to do both.
It's tricky, man. It's tricky. All the energy. But yeah, that's so all those shows at 688, all those great bands.
What's your favorite show you ever saw there?
So They Might Be Giants. That was pretty good. They played there.
When they were just in their infancy,
yeah, with their
right?
tape recorder. That was pretty good, and there was no one there, so that was pretty good. I liked doing that, and it was fun. I like the Meat Puppets. That was a good show, seeing the Meat Puppets
We might
there.
have played with them.
Yeah, that was a good, and I think some Night Porter shows. I like that.
They were a bit drunk, that band, though, weren't they?
And maybe at the time, but
You know,
but
So-
yeah, it's intense, man.
people ask me about that stuff. The replacements were great. There was 13 people there. It was the Let It Be tour, and that was cool and all that. But really, the most fun I ever had was with RuPaul and the U-Hauls, watching them. But the Now Explosion.
Yep.
Aces, right?
And I never got to see them. And
That is insane.
Yeah, isn't it? And that's another thing in terms of energy. Without the Now Explosion, I don't think there is any Atlanta music scene as we know it. I think Claire Butler and Todd and RuPaul were just part of this group and they were in groups, out of groups. They had their own projects, and they were all working together. And Now Explosion, I think, really tied so many things together.
You know, it was kind of, people ask me, I just did some interviews with people making movies about that, and they kind of, the first question they ask is, what was it like? And whether people are gay or straight or new wave or punk or rock, I think the thing back then was, maybe 688 was a stomping ground for this. It's like, if you go there, or you go to Backstreets, or you go to, well, anywhere, TV dinners, Tom Zarelli.
That's right.
That people just gathered together. Maybe it was more
Easier to
I'm
park.
sorry to interrupt you playing, but I had to bring that out because Neil Freed.
That's right. Great, another great spirit. Everything connects. Everything connects. Everything connects.
Do you have a song about connecting?
Yes. All right. Yeah. Do you want to? It's a scream along. Yeah.
These days,
All right.
but
No,
I'll do.
All right.
Oh, you're gonna do the thing
with the
cool.
Shruti box. I think
Okay.
that'll be good. Yeah, this is it's a scream along. It's got 18 verses. I won't sing them all, but all the rage, all the rage, all the rage, all the rage. Sipping on a glass of Chardonnay, glitter sparkling all over the place. Cut, sort, shred, and pulverize. Every system needs a sacrifice. Major seventh tooth decay. Fake jazz playing on a silver jet plane. All the rage. All the rage. Cryptocurrency halftime show. Making out with my name spelled in flying drones. Body count on the rise. He always has an alibi. I need a cure, a reason to live. The more I lose, the more they make me give. All the rage, all the rage. Echoes of this place destroy our father's peace. Hide all the ashtrays, ditch that history. Riot police take over the streets. That's okay, we get to keep this toxic pile of debris. All the rage, all the rage. All the rage, all the rage. All right, that's it. We got it now. The ambulance is taken way too long. All I see is what I did wrong. I can't let go, rewrite the headline. I don't know how to say goodbye. Walk that pathway of truth. Cut that cord, sew up the wound. The path is long, the way is hard. Every day is a diamond star. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Thank you so much for being the first guest on Andy Brown's Acoustic Underground. You drove all the way out from your house to my lake house, and I love you, and I wish you the best, and you're going to be playing with us soon.
That's right, yeah,
So,
that's right. We can
thank
do this
you, everybody,
song.
for tuning in. I know it's a bit long, but we tend to go on this stream of consciousness stuff. Works pretty well for us. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Woo!
You're a sight for sore eyes, never failing to surprise. The things you wore and smile you bore always left them wanting more. Coming down, it's quite a drag, leaves you cold and mighty flat, standing there with nothing left to prove. But this ain't Broadway, this ain't Broadway. These aren't the lights that shine in your eyes that blind, leave you cold and empty inside. This ain't Broadway.